Omaha. I'm your host, JD Wonder, alongside Mikey Love, because Nick Hendricks hates us.
This isn't anything new.
No. So before we kind of dive into things, do want to preface this by saying this may be our last episode ever. It's been a wild ride for the past few years, but as far as schedules and stuff is concerned, it's been real hectic. Obviously, this video is getting out to you way past the championship game. And so we may be stepping away. Could be for a month, could be for a year, could be forever. So this will be our last episode for the time being. But yeah, wanted to preface it with that. Any thoughts on that, Mikey?
Yeah, just want to say you two don't love me. It's not me. It's these other two yahoos. So
All right. Well, anyways, let's get into it. Tennessee winning the CWS. They're the first number one seed to win since the first ever year the polls, as far as rating system was introduced, beating out the Miami Hurricanes. So Tennessee's first ever title comes with that. Phenomenal. I mean, it was cool, but what I think the bigger story was what happened to Texas A&M after that championship game.
What do you mean? They don't exist anymore.
So right after the championship happened, Schlossnagel shortly afterwards announced that he was leaving to go to Texas. He didn't even really announce it. He said that, I was going to stand by the program. I left my family, blah, blah, blah. 24 hours later, had contacted his coaching staff and was being introduced at Texas as the new head coach.
Correct.
I personally, I don't know all the stories behind it, but I lost a lot of respect for Schlossnagel after that whole incident. He will now be one of the highest paid coaches, and his coaching staff will be the highest assistants in all of college baseball.
Hit him with some facts here. Keep it going.
He did not announce to any of his players, and there may be some tempering scandal, as he didn't also let any of the recruits know that he was bringing in. 4 players that very day entered the transfer portal, including Caden Kent, who was phenomenal in that postseason. And I believe their outfielder, who then announced later that he was going to stay, but a few others entered the transfer portal.
The right fielder, I can't think of his name right now.
I think he announced later he was going to stay, but did not let any of his players know that he was leaving. And
sounds like a class act.
It's just, again, with that whole instance, like, I was like, if it was really that bad being there, I think you would have told your guys, been like, hey, leave it. The whole thing with Trev Alberts coming in as the new AD made it sound like he was also going to push Schlossnagel out the door. Either way, I don't think it was the way that it should have been handled.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever know what actually happened there, but
right,
it is pretty interesting.
Yep. I mean, that's as far as what we know happened. The draft is going to be shortly coming up. Looking at.
Is it in August? Why do I feel like it's in August? I think that's wrong, but
it's in July.
Okay, yep. Keep reading your voice.
So it's around the All-Star game.
This is why we're ending, because Jay doesn't love me and Nick doesn't care enough to show up.
Victim.
And that's what I have to do every time.
Unbelievable. As far as I know, it's around that All-Star game time. It's looking like it's between Bazana and Charlie Congdon to go number 1. Like, Bazana goes 1, Condon goes 2, and Caglione is looking at the 3. Thanks.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You can pull up a mock draft real quick.
Who the heck was it? There was the Tennessee guys who I'm thinking of. The second base.
Christian Moore.
Yeah. Where they were like,
I
oh
think
yeah,
he's a
does he
draft
have the
ineligible sophomore, isn't he?
no?
Shit, I don't know when he'll go then.
Everybody was like, oh, his draft stock is rising rapidly because this, and then he, I don't know, died or something, and I think he's projected in the top 10. I think.
Got a mock draft here. Looking at Cleveland getting the number 1 pick, looking like it's Travis Bazana. Number 2, the Cincinnati Reds looking at Charlie Condon. Number 3 in this mock draft, however, is Chase Burns going to the Colorado Rockies. He's somebody that I think he'll succeed well. Had seasons that didn't really pan out at Tennessee or Wake Forest, especially with that stacked Wake Forest team. Couldn't make it to the College World Series. This one also has another Wake Forest player going to the Oakland A's, Nick Kurtz, their first baseman. The Chicago White Sox then would get Jack Caglione at number 5 pick. He is listed as a first base left-handed pitcher. However, I think they'll try out the pitching, maybe in relief, but I don't see him being long-term pitcher.
He's not going to Shohei it.
I just with how he performed at the college level, giving up the hits he did and all that stuff, I don't think he has it to be a starter at least in the MLB. But things can always change. You could get a good pitching coach and get after it. Number 6, Kansas City Royals have that pick. It would be JJ Weatherholt, the shortstop for West Virginia. Which I think you could, if you're trying to bring him up quick, you could either put him at second or third base to play around Bobby Witt, which would not be terrible. That'd be a really stacked middle infield.
I'm going to put him at third.
Number 7, the St. Louis Cardinals have that pick. This is a high schooler, Bryce Rayner. And then right after that, the Los Angeles Angels looking at Hagen Smith, the left-handed pitcher from Arkansas, who had a stellar season as well. I think he was he the winner of the Golden Spikes this year?
No.
Or was it Condon? So he was a front runner though for it. He was top 3 in voting for that.
Correct.
Then Pittsburgh Pirates looking at Braden Montgomery, the outfielder for Texas A&M.
Broke his leg, which apparently he pitches too.
I don't know about all that, but I just see him listed as an outfielder.
Shows how informed you are.
Yeah, I'm not very informed.
Yeah, very interesting.
Somebody has to do it now.
Okay, you don't care about us.
Washington Nationals looking at Trey Yesavage, right-handed pitcher for East Carolina. Skipping then ahead, so there's a few other high schoolers. This will be kind of, I feel like it should fall a little bit. The San Francisco Giants picking James Tibbs III, the outfielder for Florida State. I believe that's the one that broke his foot or something like that, or his ankle.
When the hell are you talking about? I didn't know a Florida State player got hurt.
I thought that was the guy that was sitting on the bench. That was just like...
That was Texas A&M.
Oh. Anyways, moving along. Yeah, Yikes. Tibbs then is the one that's a good bet. Chicago Cubs then is Christian Moore, the second baseman for Tennessee.
Interesting.
And then, the Seattle Mariners, number 15, projected to pick Durangelo Cinchi. He's listed as the both-handed pitcher from Mississippi State.
Oh, the dude who hucks?
The ambidextrous guy.
The amphibious guy who hucks?
I like how it's BHP. listed as his position. That's crazy.
That's pretty elite, actually.
That is wild. Miami Marlins would then get the pick, and they're looking at Cam Smith, a third baseman for Florida State. Then we're looking at Milwaukee Brewers, Ryan Waldschmidt, the outfielder for Kentucky.
Mm.
And yeah, that's about it. What's going on? So still a lot of college guys being selected high up in the draft, which is good to see.
Mm. Are you gonna put your name in there?
I mean, I could. Will I get picked? Probably not. If they want a subpar pitcher with average batting skills, I'm your guy. Play may be decent, but the chirps will be elite. So,
I don't know about that one. Chirps are kind of subpar, to be honest with you.
I don't even know what you're talking about, bud.
It's okay, I do. Subpar.
That's about it. We finished though. Let me read the board. Look outside and read the board. All right.
Yeah, you cheated. Everybody.
I
knows
won
this.
with
Yeah,
picks.
cheated. We know.
I had 22 correct picks
Allegedly.
for all this. Mikey had 20
Mm.
and Nick had 17.
Well, Nick sucks. Mine was accurate. You cheated. It is what it is.
I'll tell you, bud.
Yeah, you
Daddy
cheated.
just knows how to pick teams. So
No, you cheated. If you had pick teams, you'll beat me in the college pick'em last year, but you didn't. So,
I think you cheated in that one because you were in charge of it. So
no.
I think that's weird. It's weird how that kind of turned out that way. Anyways, so that is all the updates on news. Otherwise, I mean, as far as times now, the Northwoods League has been taking off, as well as the Cape Cod and other summer collegiate leagues have been going about it. If you haven't tuned into any of the Northwood League's games, they are on ESPN Plus, all streaming on there. So make sure you check out, especially the Kokomo Jackrabbits. Shout them out, as we had a few of those coaches and their GM on the pod.
Correct.
So perfect.
Perfect.
You got anything else for the people?
Bengals are the best team in football. Yanks are okay.
The Yanks baseball is hard to watch right now, but
I mean, we run the Premier League.
Facts.
I don't got anything else. Nick hates us. And he's an ass.
Valid. Both valid points there.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, again, this is going to kind of wrap it up for us. If you still want to check and make sure we're not dropping any more episodes or anything like that, you can follow at Homaha Pod on Twitter and TikTok. You can still like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let us know if we do come back, what you kind of want to see, all that kind of stuff. But otherwise, this will be kind of a break for us for now. Yeah, that's about it. Shout out CRONYO Media for getting us out on all podcasting platforms and all that stuff. We love you guys out there. Thank you for being there for us and riding with us. And you can check out some of their stuff as well. Just checking out CRONYO Media and all platforms anywhere else. You can use code CRONYO Media at checkout for Shankit Golf and W. You want 10 to 15% off of your order. Again, that's code CRONYO Media, all one word. All right.
Bingo, bango, bongo. So we'll return on the hub or something. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be elite. We would drop that for sure. Drop the link.
Right.
But it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. We will catch you guys later.